So it is a rainy day here in San Francisco, but I am on the hunt again. I'm actually about to head over to Berkeley to hit up one of the local comic shops that is actually having some sales, and then I'm also going to hit up another bookstore that is nearby where I actually have a pretty cool contact that works there that might be able to hook me up with some cool stuff. If you want to see what I pick up today, stay tuned for the video. Reggie here, your friendly neighborhood bodybuilder and comic book collector, and I want to welcome you to another one of my videos. In this video, I am going to show you some cool books that I actually picked up at a local comic shop recently, and then I'm also going to show you an AOK, and this is an AOK that has actually been sitting on my desk probably for 2 weeks now, and because I've been so busy, I have not had a chance to open it, but we are gonna open it today. And so without any further ado, let's jump into the books that I actually picked up. The very first book is one that a subscriber actually told me about, and I have not had a chance to read it because I've been so busy, but I was pleased to have found this book on the shelf at one of the comic shops. It is Niobe, She is Death is what it is called. This is issue number 1 from Stranger Comics is what it's called. It's actually a pretty cool cover right there. So have not read it. No clue what it's about other than the fact that it's about Niobe. And so I'm hoping to read this. I've actually heard good things about it. And I'm trying to continue kind of broadening my horizons and looking at some of these independent comics. And so like a Blaze and now Stranger Comics. And so I'll definitely let you guys know what I think about this comic when I have an opportunity to read it. This next book is New X-Men number 117. I think this is the first appearance of Beak. Maybe the first appearance of somebody else, but definitely Beak. It's a first appearance. I mean, you know, it's a couple of bucks. It's a sale. You know, why not? The next one is New X-Men number 124. This is the first appearance of somebody. I think it's a team. Honestly, don't remember what. It's a couple of bucks. And I've been picking up a lot of these old X-Men books because of some of the stuff that Jonathan Hickman is doing. And so it was a couple of bucks. I was like, why not? Let me go ahead and grab it. This next set of books is going to look extremely familiar to you if you've been watching some of my recent videos. It is The Children of the Vault. I actually saw this run of books in the bin and I was like, you know what, for the price I'm gonna go ahead and snag it. I already have one full set, but now I have almost 2 full sets. This is issue number 181, and I think this one is the first appearance. I can't remember exactly, but it is, let's call it an early appearance of the Children of the Vault, number 189 of the X-Men. Here is issue number 190 when Bobby Drake is believed to have been killed by the Children of the Vault, but he actually comes back. Here is issue 191. Just a continuation of the story, and then here is 193. If you have not read this story arc on the Children of the Vault, I definitely want to encourage you to check it out. If you haven't seen that video here on the channel, just search for Regie Collects Children of the Vault and you will find the video. Children of the Vault are like beasts. They really are beasts. It's a great story arc. It is Grant Morrison. The writing's a little convoluted. The artwork is a little off, not great, but I actually enjoyed it. So much so that I have almost 2 full sets and I keep talking about it. So that should say something. So with that, we are going to go ahead and open up this bundle of goodness someone sent over to me with blue painter's tape, which you guys know I'm a fan of. They actually did the edge curls back to make it easy for me to pull this stuff off, so I definitely appreciate that. Definitely somebody that watches the channel. There is no doubt about that, because as I peel off the plastic, the bubble wrap, I see that it is also saran wrapped. So definitely somebody that watches the channel for certain. So let me go ahead and try to open this up without cutting the books. And I don't know, that may be a comic there, so maybe we won't cut it all the way. But we're going to open up this and see what someone has sent over to me. We use a pair of scissors. I think that's a safer way to go versus the box cutter route. So we're going to open this up, and I've already seen that there's a note here. So we're going to flip this over and see what this note is. It says, Reggie, I hope this finds you and yours well and in good cheer. Please find enclosed. Oh, wow. The first 6 issues of Excellence. This has been among my favorite comics all year. I think you will find the story unique and engrossing. And they put something in here, and it's covering up a couple of the words. I want to open it up and move that out of the way. Move that out of the way if I can get it. I'll just pull it out. It says, I wanted to share my enjoyment and perhaps coax others to check it out. After you read what you like, feel free to keep, use as an A-OK or as contest fodder, or sell it. Thanks for all that you do. And oh wow, this is from Alex, Old School Comics. Shout out to you, brother. Thank you very much for sending this over. So this, what was covering up some of the words, I think is a sticker. It's a Spider-Man sticker. So you can't go wrong with that, right? Can't go wrong with the Spider-Man sticker. So he sent over the first 6 issues. And what's interesting is that I almost picked this up. And it probably was him that recommended it. Someone recommended this a couple of weeks ago, and I think I was in New York, and I almost bought the books, but they were missing several of the issues, like issue number 1 and I think like 3, and I didn't get it because of that. And it's probably a good thing because Alex just sent it to me. So he says, thanks for the packaging advice. It is mentioned in more than half of my eBay seller feedback. Check that out. So he is actually using some of the tips that I offered in my videos, and he is actually getting great feedback as an eBay seller. So how cool is that? So shout out to you, brother. Thank you for that. So let's look at these, man. This is issue number 1 of Excellence from Brandon Thomas, who I'm guessing is the writer. This is from Skybound over at Image. That's a cool cover. That is cool. I'm actually looking forward to reading this, to be honest with you. I've heard at least from 2 people that have said that this is a good read, so I'm actually looking forward to reading this. Here is issue number 2. I may mess around and read it tonight. In fact, that's issue number 2. Here is issue number 3 of Excellence. And I'll tell you, some of these, not necessarily independent, because I don't consider Image independent, but some of these smaller titles, if you will, are actually pretty darn good, you know. And it's interesting that I just showed you Niobe in this very video. Here is issue number 4. That's some cool artwork right there. And he use the tape on the back. Here is issue number 5 of Excellence. That's cool. And that was the one with the Spider-Man sticker in the back. And then the very last issue is issue number 6. That's actually a really cool cover. So I may actually go read this right now. So I want to give a huge shout out to Alex, aka Old School Comics, for hooking me up with this awesome AOK. And I am not going to be giving this away. I'm actually going to hold on to this after I read it. But I want to thank you all for taking the time to watch this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. And if you did, I definitely want to encourage you to hit the thumbs up button, leave a comment behind, and let me know what you think. Maybe you've read Excellence. If you have, let me know what you think about it. And if you haven't, stay tuned because I'll probably talk about it in a future video. But I want to thank you. If you need to reach out to me, feel free to do so at Regie Collects on Instagram or RegieCollects@gmail.com. Take care.